my own, broken alone. I'm on my own, broken. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost.
Join us in the heart of personal transformation with Level Up Circle TV, your exclusive gateway to unlocking your inner potential and achieving extraordinary results. This TV show is your secret weapon for personal and professional development, packed with valuable insights, expert advice, and real-life success stories. Are you ready to take the leap and transform your life? Don't just watch, participate. Tune in, take notes, and then take action. The journey to your greatest self starts here. So, get inspired, get motivated, and get ready to level up. Join us and let's embark on this transformative adventure together. Click that remote and let's start making your dreams a reality.
Hi guys, we had a little bit of internet issues, but we are all right. Are you guys ready? Wait. I want to surprise you in who's coming, but I think you guys already kind of know from yesterday. Are you guys ready? Ta-da! My beautiful sisters. Hello, everybody. Mike Asher Banner, we apologize. We are live now. We had some internet issues. I see your text, bro. So anyhow, today we're going to talk to you guys about being live here at Podfest. It's really happening. It's popping. But today's the first day. I just did my panel speaking with Healthcare Amplified. So let me ask my sisters, how was that experience?
It was great. To be there and watch you as you were up there answering the questions and taking your focus and bringing your energy. It was, I loved everything that you did.
Thank you. It's different when you're live, like right here, and it's different when you see people working on their element in person, isn't it? Absolutely. And if I can point out something I experienced this morning as I watched my sister speak in this amazing panel of other resident experts, I love how she conveyed her experience in a beautiful story. She wrapped up this beautiful story that kept us, we were very attentive. For the viewers that were in attendance, including all of us here, obviously the speaker being Dr. CJ, we were attentive because she knows how to capture the audience. And how does she do that? I realized she did that by telling her story in a very authentic, beautiful way that resonated with the audience. And I really love that because that really distinguished you from other speakers on the panel. So I just wanted to point that out because already I'm learning so much. And I love your authenticity as you step on stage because it really is about taking command of any room you step into. I just wanted to point that out. And it's amazing to be here. Seeing somebody like in action and learning from them as they do it gives you that inspiration that you need. Like, I can do it this way and I can do it that way, right? And I told him last time, like, I didn't prepare anything. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say whatever I'm going to say within that. But in my head, I had some structure. Here's what I'm going to give you tips. If you guys are watching this, for all of you guys in the YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed and like, and thank you so much for being here. And again, I wanted to just take back because they know Susanna already. She's been on my TV show. But hello, who are you, dear sister? Hello. So, what an honor it is to be here in Orlando, Florida, with these two incredible women. I've just had an amazing time. We just got here. But hello, thank you for allowing me to introduce myself. Dr. CJ, my name is Sam Gonzalez. I am a retired Marine officer turned executive coach speaker. I have the honor, the distinction of serving 20 years of service as a U.S. Marine. Now, I guide and train high caliber entrepreneurs, business executives, C-suite leaders, period, to take command of any room they step into so they can magnetize opportunities for impact and growth. And the way that I help them achieve this is through this ability to harness sexy confidence. Now, sexy confidence, if I may be clear, what sexy confidence is, it's this high performance attitude. It's this state of mind that enables you to master yourself so you can stay calm during stressful challenges and situations. Now, having said that, that's what I love experiencing here at the Podfest is amazing speakers such as my sisters, Dr. CJ, taking command of the room, taking command of having fun on this live stream, on this podcast, on live TV. Thank you, by the way, for allowing me to introduce myself. But I'm a mom of two young, independent, badass women. My oldest daughter served as a U.S. Marine. She's now studying psychology. And my youngest is a junior at UCSD studying cognitive science. So I'm a mom and a proud mom, and I'm a proud sister of these amazing women. I'm an only child, so I need sisters. Yes. And yeah. I'm a student of life. I'm here to learn, and it's been an amazing journey learning and cultivating this growth mindset because I personally and professionally think we have to learn how to develop this growth mindset and know sometimes when these self-limitations hold us back, whether it's doing a live stream on the spot, whether it's speaking, in front of an audience. The important thing is to get your message across in an authentic way. So thank you for allowing me to do that, sister. Yeah. I love you, and you bringing Susanna has just been amazing. So your turn, we talked about this since you decided to come. When did you purchase your ticket?
Right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas. I purchased mine in September. I asked her, hey, do you want to come to an event? She's like, sure. She didn't know what event. She's like, with you? Sure, let's go. I'm like, I'll buy your tickets. We go. And she's like, yeah, okay. I literally didn't give her ticket until a week ago. And she didn't want to come for many reasons. But now, tell us and walk us through before coming here and then now that you're here. What are some lessons learned that you can tell them about Podfest, about our friendship from, guys, LinkedIn? to really linked in real life, right?
Oh, that's good.
So talk to me about like before and after, kind of like we're still here at time. How was your experience?
But from the beginning, I mean, the minute that you said, "Can I go to the podcast with me?" I was in, except I didn't have. I had to figure some things out, so I couldn't commit. It wasn't until we got to that point right before Christmas, and I had something that happened that was like, I can commit to it. When do you go? Well, this is actually one of those examples of it was meant to be, and I can point to other examples in terms of where I'm at. Okay, this is
She broke her
holding
nails.
it in place.
She
Okay?
broke her nails.
I'm holding it in place.
Yeah, I know.
But I've had so many experiences where it's like, am I where I'm supposed to be? Am I taking the steps I'm supposed to take? And prayers get answered, and doors open. And this was another one of them. When I said, okay, I need to know, when do you show up? When do you take off? So I make sure I can be there at about the same time. So everything's aligned. The next thing I know, I look it up, and on a quick look up, I'm basically going to be on the same plane as you. So that was that. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, I show up in San Diego, and we did a live stream yesterday.
It was my last minute live stream. I couldn't let go with like people being there Wednesday, and I talk about like being authentic and being there. And so we wanted to make sure that we live stream everything that's happening. So some of that's happening in Expo is not going to happen until 3, and we do get hungry, so we're gonna take up, and then we're gonna create content that we're gonna probably show on the live stream next week of what has happened, some photos, some pictures, some people we met. Nancy Deborah Barrow somewhere in here, right? We met Thea, Raquel, the Soaring Prophets, Tracy Lamb, Sabrina, Zach, Jody Lamb,
Joe,
Raquel Flores, Joe Frere on the plane, yeah. So we met a lot of cool people, and really what I love about this camaraderie is now we've expanded our network of content creators, and even though you think that, oh, I got it figured out, it's never too late to continue learning, because there's always different people creating content differently than you, right? And also you get to see your people do their thing, right? And then you figure out like, how do they do their thing that I could incorporate for my own thing? And it's okay to extrapolate information and really add it to your entire structure of whatever's, right? But what I love about it is that some people, I like structure. Believe me, I like structure. But I also have to find the balance between structure and being authentic and showing up for people, because it's not just about me, it's about the people. You're doing it so you can send a message to the people of what you're trying to do. But Podfest is that vibe, right? Like, do you feel that vibe?
absolutely. And to what another lady just alluded here, she says, ladies, is this your first? And I said, absolutely, it's my first podcast. She's like, well, it's my second. And I will tell you, when I came to my first one last year, it felt like family. And I, for one, I personally am very hospitable, and I love an environment where people are welcoming, people are respectful, people are very nice, friendly. They have a smile. They want to meet you, and that's the vibe I've gotten here the entire time. Hi, nice to meet you, and people genuinely. And I think that's a keyword for me that keeps popping up. I don't know for you ladies, but this keyword keeps popping up for me. Connect and conquer. Connect and conquer 2024. And having said that, ladies, what comes up? What have you learned being here or prior to this experience? How we can genuinely connect with others, because it's how we build trust. It's how we build rapport. And everything else is a byproduct of that, right? Business, obviously making money, which I mean, this is part of it, but not all of it. And I have to be very transparent. This is part of our business, is expanding what I call strategic alliances. This is why I'm here for, is to really connect in a genuine level, because I'm not for everybody, and this is okay. So I've learned that it's important to be authentically yourself, because you're going to attract the ideal prospects, ideal friends, and repel the wrong ones. And this is absolutely okay. But the best thing you can do is be authentically yourself, because then you're comfortable in your own skin, and people pick up on that vibe. And this is going back to what you're saying. This is the vibe people are putting out here in Podfest.
Paula, we're in Podfest Hall. Unfortunately, it's going to be noisy. And well, like my 4K, my computer can't handle my 4K, so I apologize for that. But hopefully you can hear us, and we're using the mic on the computer. And so what I really want to hone in is even if you're not here on Podfest, okay, because you're obviously not in America, and even if you're in America, you might not be able to do it. I barely made it out, okay? I'm just going to say that. What I want you guys to think is what I've heard so far from all this conversation. It doesn't matter if you're here or not. If you have a great community like the Hounds of Business, that's all you need, right? Because you get people to learn from what they're doing, what they're not doing, what you're doing, what they're not doing, comparing what you can do. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to compare myself how many subscribers you have. No, compare yourself of what can you do to level up yourself, right? Like Sandra just mentioned, yeah, I kind of see like storytelling was a good way to captivate and capture your audience because they're listening to that. But what I have found is that if you have a shocking subject, okay, like what I just did, right? I'm not going to mention it here because I might get canceled on YouTube. But what I just did is talk about why I did my podcast and why I continued my podcast, right? When you have that subject line and tagline really honed in, people are like, okay, I want to listen. What's more, right? Then you get to tell your story, but don't meander, right? Because people like me, I'm going to have to admit I have ADHD. If you just talk to get the talk in and there's so much filler, you lost me.
Exactly.
Right? And people like to have value. What I want to do is slow down a little bit and think, for example, what's the end game? What's your end goal? What's your value that you're trying to provide for people before you say yes to somebody, right? Saying yes to a live stream or a podcast is exciting, but people will not get excited if you don't provide value to that conversation. Podfest is literally just international people are here. It's amazing because they've been here 10 years now, and they, are the world Guinness Book World Record for having a lot of content creators who are actually here that we're going to meet. It's super exciting, and we want to share that with you guys. But so far, what we want to share is the lessons learned that we have seen so far. I love that we are literally just in this corner right now, and I'm sorry and I apologize again for starting late, but we're not going to panic. Like, I try to not get panicked because it is what it is. And technology, you have to be flexible. So that's another thing, is if you are a perfectionist and you're at a hotel and you're out of your element, your measurement of success is not about being perfect.
Yes.
It's about changing and being a chameleon, being calm so that when your brain is just hyper focused on what you need to do, you can do what you need to do, right? Because I can start panicking. Oh my God, there's no internet. There's really no internet. And I bought internet, still not working, right? The hotel internet dropped on me. Mike's texting me, you're not live. I know. But here's the thing. If I start panicking, we're never going to get here because I can't even find, this is a different computer than I work at home. I can't even find my email address to log in here. I didn't panic because I know I had it, right? So thank you for your patience being here. One of my lessons learned is, I asked you guys this too. Do I see different live, like in real life versus live streaming? What did you say?
there's no difference. You are who you come across both the same way, and you're just
Bouncing because that's who I am. I just have that much energy. We met. No, we talked on the phone first, right?
When we originally connected,
Yeah.
we connected on Facebook. We spoke on the phone.
Yeah, we spoke on the phone and we were like, oh,
Instantly,
yeah.
instantly, we're like,
We just like we need to meet up. We got to get coffee, right?
we did met up.
Yeah, and then we had another person with us really for lunch.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then you invited me to speak.
yep. And then from there, it just went downhill.
You came
It's
to my
downhill.
event. You came to my event, supported me. I'm here supporting you. We linked in. We really linked in. And now, like, I'm connected to this amazing woman and other amazing people. So,
Yeah, and by the way, Paula, welcome to the Hounds, right? Welcome to the Hounds. We love you so much. We love you so much, and you know it. And Mike, yeah, we're here to represent the Hounds, make sure that they know who we are. I love this community too. We do, right?
oh,
Yeah, so let's talk about what does it mean to you when you say be authentic? We use that word so much, people don't even know what that means anymore, right? What does it mean to you, Susanna?
authenticity is being who you were created to be. To stop hiding, stop building the walls to hide behind. If you are neurodiverse, if you've got a tattoo, if you've got fill in the blank, quite frankly, all of us have something that will fill in that blank. Just being a woman can be that. You're hiding something because you're afraid somebody will find out you had kids, you didn't have kids. You take your pick. And if we can just stop those walls and accept that we know who we are who we are, and we interact with everybody as who we are, we were created to be, that is being authentic. You're not making things up, you're just being yourself.
How about you?
such a great question. So, what does it mean to be authentic? This is something I've struggled with in my life. And I'll tell you why. Like, I've always known who I am, and I realize being authentic is this is who I am, this is what I stand for. And when you're authentic, your communication aligns with your behaviors. Your behavior aligns with your character. And that's what it genuinely and transparently means to be authentic. But I had, a little bit, it was a little bit problematic for me earlier on because I've always been a tomboy. And my masculinity I thought was my strength. This is why I joined the Marine Corps. I served my country for 20 years because it was my masculinity that enabled me to survive and thrive in a difficult challenge or situation. And I thought, I'm like, this is me. This is who I am. But then I think we grow. We're always growing, right?
Yeah.
We're always growing. So as we're growing, it's so important to allow ourselves to step into a better version and say, you know what? That used to be me before. Now I've realized through a challenging divorce, in the midst of that, I lost my dad. I've realized that my femininity is my superpower. So we're always experiencing growth if we allow ourselves, but at the same time, it's every day deciding to step into the best version of ourselves. And every day at least for me, ladies and gents, it's important to live with intention. Every day I wake up, I make my bed, and I ask myself, who are you and what do you stand for? And that question has transformed my life. That question has transformed my business and enabled me to be authentically myself, which I'm very masculine. I will always be, but then I've realized that femininity is my superpower, my ability to forgive myself and others, my ability to give myself a healthy dose of self-compassion, my ability to fail forward and enjoy life, masticate life, and be present in this moment. And I want to thank you for allowing me that opportunity to share that with you and this amazing woman as well. This is genuinely what, for me, 2024 is about. Learning, ladies and gents, to connect and conquer.
I love that because for me, people's like being authentic. I'm like, when was I fake? Like, honestly, like if you don't like me, you don't like me. I'm not gonna please you. I barely please myself. I got like 7 CJs in my head. Like, what about this perfectionist CJ? What about this perfect? You know, I'm not going to please anybody, right? I probably disappoint my parents too. I mean, hey, whatever. But here's the thing: what I want you guys to think when you think of authenticity, don't look for the definition of it anywhere else. Look for the definition in your heart. Who are you as a person? Because we are so busy trying to have lots of friends. And sometimes, even when you're authentic, okay, even when you're being yourself, I catch myself doing that too. Like, oh, I want to be here. I don't really want to be here, but I want to see somebody. Right? Or, oh, I want to do this. I really don't want to be there, but I do it because I wanted to show up for somebody, right? Being authentic is doing what you love, but doing what you want to do. It's really what you want. There's a difference between want and like. You like to do it, but you don't want to do it. Right? It's like needs versus want. It's the same thing with authenticity. Like and want are two different things, right? I like to do it, but I don't want to do it, right? And also, when you show up for somebody, it's not even about you. Like, I am so grateful that they showed up and they didn't panic when I couldn't get internet. And I'm like, I gotta be on TV. This is my TV show. We gotta show up. They didn't panic. I didn't panic. If I started panicking, I'm sure they would start panicking. It's because you get off that energy.
You didn't panic at all.
No.
I was so impressed. She tried it one way, and she was calm about it. Okay, well, maybe this. Okay, well, that apparatus isn't working. Let me try something else. Well, what about, you must have changed it 25 times.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, she's so calm. And I didn't want to stress her out even more, but I said, excuse me, sister, is this on time? Is this show on? She said, yes, very calmly. And she's absolutely right. Has she been stressed out? It would have created this ripple effect of us being stressed out, but she stayed calm in the moment. And that's what leadership is about, ladies and gentlemen.
You have another one.
It's about staying calm
I have a smoke
in the present moment. And we got another leader in the house.
Okay, what does being authentic mean? Go.
Oh, not to be put on the spot as you just came from lunch or like that, but I think authenticity is what really drives you, puts you into that perspective of your moral compass, your drive, and why you're doing it. And authenticity is something that is, I feel like I'm really saying authenticity is something that can't be faked, right? It just is what it is. And these here, I have a bit of a history with these guys. Love all of them, each and every one of them, and they come with it every time with that authentic self to drive exactly what they're doing each and every day. So that's my spiel. I'm gonna go finish lunch.
No, not yet.
Okay.
2 more. One more question.
Okay.
You've never met us.
No.
Now that you've met us,
Right.
are we authentic?
I would say more so than I even thought of.
Okay, good. I was like,
So when I first met these guys, I've known them for I don't know, 5 or 6 months, 7
yeah,
months.
sure.
Know them in like the air quotes internet like friendship zone, that kind of thing, right? So all of these people go every single day, put in fantastic content that is truly that. And that's not easily put in this industry. There's so many people that are fake. There's so many people that are putting on a front. These three do an amazing job of doing that. Exactly that, coming from the heart and putting it in stuff that makes sense and works and is them.
Okay, go to lunch. Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you. That was a cameo. I literally he just popped up.
Amazing.
Right? And so that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, we literally just see people. I'm like, come here. Because here's the thing with friendship, you know, it's hard because people always say don't compete. But sometimes you can't help yourself but compete. Not that you're like trying to be negative about it, right? But you tend to like, how many people are in your podcast? Or what kind of subjects do you do, right? It's not like you're being insecure about it.
Healthy competition.
Right.
It's healthy competition, which is good. This is why you and I connected. This is why Susana and I connected, because we're competitors, we're warriors, and we thrive being competitive. It's fun, but there's also a healthy way of doing it, because there's people unfortunately do prescribe to this scarcity mindset, which takes away your joy. It robs you from so much when you prescribe to the scarcity mindset. However, when you believe in abundance, you know there's enough for everybody. You also know, you know what? There's never going to be another me. Why not allow myself to blossom, to be the best version of myself every single day? Because when I allow myself to be the best version of myself, and this is competitive, she thrives, and we just catapult each other. And this is what healthy competition and collaboration is all about. And this is what connects us. And it's just an amazing environment that we're in. I mean, this gentleman just came in, my first time meeting him in person. We've connected on LinkedIn, but when you're here in person, it's a different
vibe.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah. So Patrick is funny. He's like, "What am I cooking here?" Because it is, because you're like this.
He's adorable.
But here's the thing too that I want you guys to know. Sometimes our own insecurity, I'm talking about myself, gets the best of us. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Okay?
Yeah,
because there's some things that I can't talk to you guys online right now, but I'm going to give you an extrapolation of being authentic, okay? Because of my insecurities sometimes, I think people are doing something to me when they're not doing something to me. Situation change, and you think, that's why I don't do this friend thing online, right? In reality, that is not what's happening. In reality, they have their own issue, their own adversity that they're trying to do and deal with, called life.
Yes.
What I'm going to tell you is give grace to people, trust but verify, right? Because it's so easy to judge people based on that one interaction. I do it. When I see people and I'm interacting with them, they either give me good vibes or bad vibes, and I stay away. There's people within your inner circle, outer circle, and external circle. Most of the people are in my external circle, right? It's okay to name drop, but please let people know that you name drop them, right? It's okay. But what's not okay is using somebody else's name to get something what you want and not tell that somebody. Somebody's using my name and not tell me, and I'm like, no, I don't know the person, even if I know you. I'm sorry. I'm like, nope, don't know that person because I don't know what you said to that person, right? You are your brand, you are your person, and to somebody's eyes, you might be bad, but whatever they say, right? It's not that I hate you. It's not that I don't like you. It's I would like to know if you use me. I'm okay with it. Believe me. But I want to know what's the angle, because there's always an angle, right? It's okay. But being authentic is also keeping your energy where it's acceptable, that threshold, right? You're gonna have non-negotiables. My non-negotiable is fake people. My non-negotiable is backstabbers. My non-negotiables are people who gives you a smile in the face, but then there's a knife behind my back. I see you, by the way. There's a non-negotiable of yes, I'm in, but I'm not in. Those are my non-negotiables. What's your non-negotiables?
Great question. So, what are my non-negotiables for people? I live my life with integrity. What does that mean? I treat other people the way I want to be treated, but at the same time, I have learned the onus is on us to teach other people how to treat us. This is everything. We need to teach other people how to treat us. And if I give you respect, I demand respect. How? By setting boundaries. And this goes back to, ladies and gents, one of the things that I do is work with leaders. We must set boundaries with ourselves first and foremost. If you don't uphold those personal, intrinsic boundaries of, working on your, what I call high caliber habits that help you move the needle in your life and business, you're not going to be able to set that external boundaries with other people. This is where it begins first and foremost. Now, my non-negotiables after that, knowing where I stand, because thankfully I have developed a strong foundation. And this is what you need. You need to have a strong foundation. Know who you are, know what you stand for, communicate as such, behave as such, because this will mold your character. And when people see your character, this speaks volumes. Our character is everything, ladies and gents, especially if you're a leader. Now, people will pick up on this. Most people will respect you. When there's someone who says something that's disrespectful, the onus is on us to speak up and say, "Excuse me, could you repeat that again, please?" Something so tactful, something so, it's like, oh my goodness, catches this person off guard, and now they understand, oh my goodness, she's putting me in check in a tactful way. So it goes back to us, ladies and gents, that understanding that we must set internal boundaries before we can set external boundaries. This is everything. So my negotiables stem from the intrinsic, because it's tied to my character. So those, I can go on and on as far as my non-negotiables, but I don't like you said, sis, fake people, superficial people. We're here to serve others. I believe in servant leadership. What does this mean? When I speak, when I give a speaking engagement, thankfully I know how to take command of a room because I know my heart is guiding me. God is, I have to use the word God because I'm spiritual and I'm proud of it. God is illuminating my way forward. Having said that, I asked for guidance. I said, God, what is it that you want me to say in this moment that will impact them in a way that will help them transform their life? Something small. What is it that you want me to say to them? Because I live, I stay passionate and I'm connected to my God. This is everything. So when you understand this, you have a strong foundation. You're going to teach other people how to treat you. And this makes life and business so much easier. So I hope this serves you. But I hope this is beneficial. What do you think, sister?
Yeah, what's your non-negotiable? If you have top three, what would be your top three non-negotiables?
Because I give a class right now.
I love it. What are you talking about? You have
No,
three on
it's
my
great because a lot of what you said is definitely aligned, and I love the way it's there. Things that number one is understanding who people are and accepting them for who they are. Because if you can't accept them, then in many ways you're probably not accepting yourself either. And like you, faith is the foundation for me. And people who know my story, some of those, if they found out, they would just kind of question that. It's like everything I've done, everything that moved beyond boxes has that same foundation of faith. It's in the Armor of God books, it's in everything. And so that acceptance also includes the fact that some of us are not good with the superficial. So when you talk about not being superficial, I can't have superficial conversations. I just was never good at it. I need to have that ability to feel safe, to be open, and create a real connection. Superficial connections, they're not there. That's not engagement to me. I see it in the workplace all the time. And it's really, it really falls into those boxes again where it means you're not willing to open up. And it means you're not able to share amazing ideas because you're afraid of what others might say, what they might learn about you from having said it. So that authenticity, it really is down to being who you are at your core, and stop hiding who you are, because then you're not authentic, and you're not oftentimes more than superficial, if that, because when we're hiding, it's hiding out, period. And then just being able to see, like my sisters have said, to see people and to feel people. And that's another one of those things that for me, I feel people a whole lot more than I ever expected. And so when I don't feel that authenticity, when I don't feel safe, and I can be thinking about what's going on in your life and account for things, but if you can't feel that, it's hard to create that relationship.
Yeah. I was just trying to picture in my head when Susanna was saying that. Like, when you're talking about authenticity, and I told her I'm very loud, and she was like, it's fine. And I'm like, wait, I always read between the lines, because sometimes she says okay, but she's not okay. Sometimes she says fine, but she's not fine. That's the type of friendship of authenticity, because I read people in their in-betweens, and she can read my in-betweens, right? And I love that about our friendship when it's online, but now we're here on Podfest. But before I end the show, because we do have airtime here and we have to end in like 2 minutes, I wanted to share with you guys our Podfest. Where's your thing? Right here. Woo, look at that. Okay, so somebody said introvert, extrovert over there. I just put extrovert because I'm going to be lying if I said I'm an introvert. Here's the thing how I do it though, okay? If I don't like you, I still will say hi because I'm an extrovert, but I be lying. That's like, nice to meet you. I love you. Right? But here's what we have for Podfest. And then there's a whole bunch of papers in here that you guys don't want to see. But what do you guys want to say to Mike? Because we are ending in about a minute or two.
Mike, how's Emma? How's the girls? I miss you, bro. I'm gonna connect with you soon. You gotta come out to my empowerment retreat in Playa del Carmen. If I may share my retreats, I'm having an empowerment retreat in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. This is for you if you're a high caliber leader and you want to scale your business and you want more visibility and mastermind by the infinity pool. Come. SandraGonzalez.com. It's going to be an empowering event. Meet other leaders.
And we're gonna be like arriba, arriba, woo! So bring your swimsuits. It's gonna be fun, and it is not for everybody. Actually, we're looking for high caliber executives to show up. Hello. Can you hear me? You're like, you can hear me. So here's the thing. I know Susanna. It's loud in here. I'll speak for both of us then. We love you guys, for all of us. We love you. We will see you next Thursday. Well, you can actually hear us. But it will be in Zoom, or not in Zoom. It will be in live stream. But have a beautiful Thursday. We're gonna eat big steak. Then we're gonna walk around on the expo. And again, I'm gonna share some content, pictures that you guys can see. You can feel the vibe. Paula, we love you. MD, we love you. Crystal, we love you. Crystal's here. We love you guys so much. But unfortunately, I'm out of airtime. So I will see you when I see you. And I'll do the giveaway again next Thursday when I'm actually ready. Because this is called boom ready. Right? This is not like a ready. It's like boom ready. So love you guys. Bye, everybody.